this just got really powerful, and nobody can ignore how powerful it got in the last couple of months. Let's talk about it. So they're doing two things without making so much noise. They are updating the existing architecture of their pedals. They're also creating a new tone capture central, which does not just capture tones, but also convert your NAM captures into their own Hotone sound clone, which makes a lot of sense. Now, let me explain. A few weeks ago or months, I did a rant about universal captures, and I sounded stupid. A lot of people do not actually think that could be a thing. It didn't get much traction, but I knew exactly what I was talking about. This technology is possible, and that is what Hotone has proven to us. Now you can take NAM captures and convert it into your Hotone and have your own tone clone on your Hotone. Tongue twisted, but you get the whole idea. So you're not just limited to just loading in captures, which it can comfortably do. I believe Sonic Cake is also a subsidiary of Hotone, but you can have your NAM captures on your Sonic Cake pedals, which I'll demo later, and you can also convert it through that software that they provided and have it on your Hotone. So if you already have NAM captures, already are using the plugin on your computer, you are not limited to just that ecosystem. You can still bring it over to your Hotone, which is great. And you can still do the captures on the Hotone itself, either on software or on device. Companies can actually implement this, like Line 6, IK Multimedia, and all those other bigger companies can also implement this. Like, have your capture, your NAM capture, or whatever, and still be able to use that natively in your other. I think it's just gonna take a few lines of code. I might be wrong, I'm not a software engineer, but if this company can do it, we can do it as well here as well. But let me stop ranting. Let's just go into what this old software is about. By the way, my name is Damin. If you like AMP processing and all these studio gears and all this fun stuff, I do a lot of crazy videos here on the channel. So a subscription will be Hotone. That's not even a word, but yeah, let's go. All right, so there are multiple ways of doing this. One, you can either update your Ampero desktop software to support the new importing of NAM files to your Ampere Stomp or Stage, whichever one you have. They also have this. You know what? Let's just look at what the old thing has. So Sound Clone official release. It's a whole new website on its own, so you can download for Mark. I'm gonna do that right now. So it's a software on its own that just lets you clone your own amp or your rig or whatever it is you have already download for Mac. If you have Windows, you can download for Windows. That's the first part. The second part is to update your editor, Ampere editor software. So if like mine, if you already have it installed, you can just check for updates. It's gonna tell you, oh, the current software version has been updated, blah blah, download it now. And I'm just gonna download that and install that. That's the part two. The part one is to get that one downloaded and installed. And you need to update this to be able to use the new sound clone. So let's update our Ampere 2 first. It's gonna ask you for your password. And I'm gonna just put my password there, update that. And that should be fun. Should be pretty easy. Overall, I think this company is giving every other person, every other company out there a run for their money. Just because it's just that good. All right, so I have my Ampere 2 editor updated. Now I've downloaded Sound Clone installer, which is a new software. Again, this is gonna be similar process whether you're on Windows or you're on Mac. It's gonna be a whole workflow here for you. Once that is installed, there will be tone models over here to kind of play around with. Sound library. If you go to sound library and just minimize this, my face to the corner. All right, so you already have amp and cab and all this great stuff that is already here, which used to be in the Hotone community. Now, SoundCloud officially launched to be the first experience on its Ampere 2 series, blah, blah, blah. Full case technology upgrade. Optimized data storage, significantly reduced memory usage, which is cool. Now, the entire Ampere 2 series can store up to 30 clones, which makes a whole lot of sense. Before, I think we had like 10 before. I think that threefold. Upgrade to a revamped data structure that removes previous format limitation, allowing seamless tone cloning on your computer and import to device. All right, so you don't have to just do the sound capture or sound clone on your Ampere stomp or whatever. You can literally just do it on any device on your computer and then import it to your device, which gives you a whole lot of options. And also paves way for Hotone digital devices to adopt sound clone technology in the future. Additionally, PC software now offers a higher tone replication accuracy. I'm saying you get better fidelity, basically, depending on your audio interface quality. All right, so that's where your audio interface comes to play now, I guess. Import NAM file with ease. Sound clone technology supports converting NAM files into .clo format. And this is what I was explaining to you guys earlier about these companies creating some sort of a converter that can take all the captures from other, and then implementing that into their own devices. It's possible. It's going to happen soon. And I don't just see a whole shift. I think MKHB made a video about Apple just lacking behind with AI. I'll leave the link in that description there. And this is how companies go extinct. Software is no joke. The moving software is snappy and it's fast. Hardware, on the other hand, is a whole different ballgame. You can hold on to a piece of technology for a freaking long time. But when something is software based, the lifespan is just a matter of years. In this case, 2 years. That's how long it takes for a drastical change to happen in that ecosystem. And you're going to lose customer, you're going to lose market share, and you're going to lose all that thing if you're not keeping up. And companies like these are making it very, very uncomfortable for other software just to stay neutral in this ever-evolving world. Yeah, I understand the technology is amazing in the Helix, the technology is amazing in the Camper, it's great, but over time, people are just going to move away because, you know why? It's a software-driven economy right now, and yeah, these guys are embracing it, and it's gonna click up soon. Authentic tone that matches your original gear using advanced signal analysis, blah blah blah, yada yada. Breakthrough for that, yada yada yada. Play impulse files into your from your original gear, record the response to your audio through using your audio interface, send it to Sound Clone, and the algorithm analyzes the frequency response and creates a snapshot.clo file. This can be easily imported to our Ampere 2. And that's great. So you have all your tones here and much more. So let's open up the software here. We also have the cloner, sound clone. So we have that Ampere as well. Version 2.20 allow. All right, so I'm gonna download the latest version for my Hotone. Complete. Now that is updating. Just gonna update my Hotone right now, and let's just go back to that and just see how much stuff they have over here. This is crazy. There's a lot of amps here for you to play with. Hotone personally, they upload different amp captures, match of this 30. They upload so many captures themselves, and it's a community and it's growing. Just like the NAMP captures, they have this ever growing pedal, distortion, amp, head, cabs, and all that good stuff. IR, everything is over here. And I wish there's more English here, but you know what? It works. Yeah, I get it. I don't need anyone to. It just tells you what it is. It tells you whether it's amp plus cab or just cab. And you can, this tells you it's a pedal and it's a clean pedal. I think anyone could understand that and just download that. And you can just import that. As long as you have an account. And there it is. Just download it and save it there. And you're ready to go. Let's take a look at that sound clone. Okay. Let's see how simple the workflow is. You need your audio interface. You need to record your guitar or your rig. Next, target device. All right. So this is pretty simple. And you can use like a 4-in or a 2-in. Matter of fact, you can actually get away with a 2-in and a 2-out audio interface, which is something I will be demonstrating much later in another video. I just want to see what this looks like with the new updates on. And yeah, so target device setup, you have your stomp into your amp, and from your amp into your, that's if you want to capture just the amp, connect it into your audio interface. You might need some load. So tip, connect to a reamp box before connecting to your audio interface. Yes, you need to convert that signal to a line level and then connect it. And if you just, for me, it's going to be easy because I have the Torpedo Capture X. So I'm just going to be using my amp into that and sending that straight into here. I can bypass the cap there and just capture the amp. But, you know, if you don't have a load box, you can just use a reamp box, which is what they're trying to explain here. Connect the output to the target device, input to the audio interface. If this device includes a cabinet, use a microphone connected to the audio interface and input capture sound from the targeted device. This is pretty explanatory. If you want to capture your cab, put your amp in. In my case, I'm not going to use a physical cab. I'm just going to use either my Torpedo Capture X that I have here, or I'm going to use my aux box to capture. And again, I don't think I'll be capturing anything. Again, I already have all my amps. Test the audio, and then sound clone. You test the sound clone, and you're all good to go. So check for update. This is version 1, already latest version. Yeah, so this is it. This is a standalone software to do all that cloning and all that stuff. And you can also go to the web where you can upload tones. It's going to tell you what category, multi-effects, blah, 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 compatible product, style, and all that good stuff. You can upload there and also download as well. Like we have here, it lets you download and do all that great stuff. So far, I'm loving this. Just waiting for my Hotone to update. And then probably download a few NAM files and then try to convert them and then play through and just have fun with this. So this is a whole new, it's still in development, but then it's already finished product anyway. So I don't think it's nice to say it's still in development, but I'm just saying like this is going to improve over time and then more features will be added over time. And it's high time for the other companies to get up and join the wagon. Hi. Okay. So yeah, the ecosystem is changing, improvements are being made daily, and any company that is not kind of getting on the wagon right now, because this is a software market, it's totally different from the hardware market. Companies that are not stepping up right now and creating some sort of level of accommodation for these new either NAM files or ability to be able to convert other captures in their own platform, they're gonna miss out. And like I was mentioning earlier, there was a video by MKHB, predicting that if Apple does not catch up with the new AI generation and the way things are moving, they might be left behind. There's a reason nobody talks about BlackBerry anymore. There's a reason nobody's talking about Nokia and Motorola and all these great companies because they miss that timeline. And once you miss that timeline, coming back, how many times have all those other companies tried to come back? So this is a wake up call for other companies out there, Neuro DSP, IK Multimedia, Line 6 included. Everybody just got to step their game up and fight to win. Again, I'm not a huge fan of software based hardwares. I have to make that part very clear. I'm not a fan. But when these new technologies come forward, this device is still a standalone device regardless. I can still use it without all these updates. But the updates are coming and things are changing. There are newer and easier way and more higher fidelity way of doing things. And embracing that just could secure the future of these companies. This is sounding more like a tech company video, but isn't that what these companies are now? Because they're making technologies. My name is Dami. I'm a guitar player, and I rant sometimes like I did today, and I showcase new updates and all that good stuff. So yeah, get yourself on the tone clone wagon. Let me know or hear amazing tones that you guys have been able to create with your stuff. I'm definitely going to be creating more stuffs here and be sharing all that tones with you. So if you're interested in all that, you can like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.